These are 30 tips that will make Animal Hospital much easier. Some of these tips might be simple, but others are actually really interesting and can help you a lot during your runs. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more awesome videos. And with that said, let's get started. It's always better to play with your own friends, instead of random players on a public server. The reason for this is that random teammates often mess up the strategy or simply leave the game after the first 2 or 3 shifts, leaving you to handle everything by yourself. Before you start playing, it's better to build a team with different classes instead of choosing the same ones. Having a nurse, a surgeon and a security guard will be much more useful than having 3 secretaries on your team. But if you're playing solo, just pick whichever class you enjoy the most. Before starting the game, don't forget to enable the option called Skip Doctor Dialogues. This way, the doctor won't waste your time between shifts with unnecessary conversations and you can start working immediately. If you are playing in a team, it's better to assign specific roles to each player. One player is enough to handle accepting patients, the second player should focus on fixing broken equipment and keeping track of the process, while the other 2 players take care of healing the patients. You can shoot the patients in the waiting room if you have a gun or if you are playing as the secret agents. This will send them straight to a hospital room, allowing you to heal them and earn some extra money. Always take the coffee as soon as it's ready, so the machine can start making a new one immediately. You should always drink 2 out of the 3 sips, because the last sip can be saved for special events, like giving it to the anomaly knocking on the window or to Barney. By the way, you can save to drink the 3rd sip right in front of the killer and still have enough time to give them the coffee they need. Once the shop becomes available, the first thing you should buy is the second patient reception window. It will help you speed up your progress by allowing you to accept 2 patients at the same time instead of just 1. Out of all the cameras, this one is the only one that really matters because it's enough to check for anomalies. So just focus on repairing this camera. There is no need to waste your time fixing the others. Don't forget to use a taser every time it becomes available. Using it on anomalies is much more convenient and faster than closing the blinds in front of them. While one patient's lab results are being processed, don't just stand around waiting. Instead, use the time to collect samples from patients in the neighboring rooms. It's an easy way to save time and keep the workflow moving. If you accidentally pick up the wrong medication during the game, don't worry. You can simply throw it away in the nearest trash can instead of carrying it around. In the operation room, there are 2 medications that look almost identical, they are both in green bottles. Be careful not to mix them up. During surgery, you can actually stand right on top of the patients. This makes it much easier to reach every medication you need instead of constantly running around the operation table. During the ECG minigame, you can step backward before starting it. That way, as soon as you finish the minigame, you will already be standing next to the results panel and can check the results immediately, saving yourself a few extra seconds. If a patient passes out and you know you probably won't save them in time, you can simply throw them into the trash. There is no penalty for doing this, so it's better than wasting time trying to save a patient you cannot rescue anyway. If the eye monster appears on the ceiling of any room, you can cure it with eye drops. You will lose a small amount of sanity, but after that you will be able to look at the ceiling without any danger. If you see the monster hiding under a bed, grab a bottle of maple syrup and give it to him. He will drink the syrup and disappear, letting you continue without any trouble. Ghosts can be easily scared away using either the gun you can buy from the shop or the secret agent's gun. Wall anomalies can easily be removed using a fire extinguisher, but if you don't have one available, just keep a few medications in your inventory. The anomalies will simply take them from you and disappear. If a burning patient around to you, you can skip the fire extinguisher and give them the ointment immediately. The ointment will both extinguish extinguish the fire and heal their burns at the same time. If anomalies attack your patients, it's much faster and easier to get rid of them using a taser or a gun, instead of trying to push them away manually. All the slime left behind by patients can be easily removed using a fire extinguisher. It's much faster and more convenient than cleaning it up manually. During the ritual, all the candles in the room can be easily extinguished using eye drops. This will help you preserve your sanity and avoid losing too much of it. The stalker that appears in the hallways behind the walls won't take away your sanity unless you look directly at him. He doesn't pose any other threat, so you can simply ignore him and continue doing your tasks. When checking the photos, you don't need to pick them up. The result will still be visible while they are laying on the table. This way you won't lose any sanity if the photo turns out to contain an anomaly. When a fire starts, don't put it out completely. Leave a small fire burning in this corner of the room. This will prevent another fire from appearing in the same room and will also keep the area clear for you, the patients, and their visitors to move around freely. When the ambulance arrives, focus on the critical patients in the more complicated rooms first: the X-ray room, ECG room, and operating room. Their treatment takes much longer than regular patients, so dealing with them early will help you avoid getting overwhelmed later. During an ambulance event, pay attention to the patients running into the hospital. Anomalies will be looking to the side, which makes them easier to identify. They will also be much easier to detect through the cameras if they are not broken. Make sure to complete all of Barney's requests, and at the end, close the blinds in the front of the police officer. After that, Barney will reward you with a second coffee machine, which will make your future runs much easier. Make sure to purchase the plush bears during your playthrough. They will allow you and your friends to revive after being eliminated, making your runs much easier. That's all for today. If you know any other tips and tricks for completing the game, leave them in the comments. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more content. This was Boopy, see you next time. Bye bye.